It's another blockchain cryptocurrency token.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It's ticker SOL. SOL.
The probability of creating a smart contract with more ease. Solana's more favorable, which is why a lot of techies use it.
I read an article last night that said if anyone was considering buying the dip on Ethereum, reconsider Solana instead. So, I mean, I'm doubling down on it.
They use it because the transactions are cheaper. The transactions are cheaper. So every time you trade your crypto, you pay like 5 cents or less.
It's also cheaper, like gas fees for all applications are cheaper as well. I've heard of VeChain. That's with the V-Link, right? Or not V, that's with Crosslink, right? Or Chainlink.
Yeah, Chainlink, yeah.
But do y'all really want to be on a chain like that? That's like voluntarily slavery.
Yes, they've already.
Chainlink
he's already accepted it. It's over.
Chainlink is different. It's kind of misleading.
No,
what Chainlink does is
instead of a word like.
Oh yeah.
Wait, like you about to put yourself on a chain? That shit is revolving.
It's over.
It's all over blockchain.
When it comes to Bitcoin on this app, I would trust Scythe Cuz in the chat. He's been on it since before Clubhouse existed. He knows what he's talking about.
But bro, it's over. Regardless, going to a digital age, I think ultimately that's what we didn't want. But again, I just don't get it. I already, but I get it though. I'm with
everybody forgot they didn't want it when the money went up. They forgot that was something that was frowned upon.
God, you said what I was thinking. I couldn't say it, but you said it. There you go. Fact.
There needs to be another alternative.
Yeah. So go back to shit. I'm still with the Bitcoin and all that shit now, but for me personally, cash is still king.
Yeah, we go on. I make shit.
Cash is cool, but you still need assets, bro. Bitcoin is not an asset, dog. Bitcoin is not a physical. I like assets, gold, silver, land, shit like that. But
like tangible.
You can't say that. I hear y'all. I like to be smart.
I was just saying the problem right now with fiat currency is that it's going to be highly inflated. And so while people may not agree with cryptocurrency, it may have utility to combat inflation, at least from an economic standpoint. And so I don't think that we should sleep on it, frankly.
Exactly. Because in my line of business, cash is king. I'm keeping it real. Especially when I'm in Africa, cash is king. Even though they have crypto and everything out there, cash is still king. We're not even out that mental psychosis of cash is king yet.
Yeah, but I don't think cash is going to go anywhere. It's just going to continue to inflate. So it's like a loaf of bread is going to be $1,000. Yeah, you're going to spend that cash regardless, but you're going to need assets to back your fucking cash. You know what I'm saying?
A loaf of bread will never be $1,000.
I know. It's dramatic effect. Come on now.
It all depends where you want to live.
That's what the Germans said. The Germans said that.
Type shit.
Wait, it all depends where you want to live.
Exactly.
I don't plan on living in the West. If you want to live in the West, in a sense, it's going to be global, but some parts of the world, bro, cash will still be king.
All right, in Jamaica, West Indies, you could buy a loaf of bread for $1,000. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Just my phone is everybody quiet.
Everybody's quiet.
I thought that because I'm on the road, I lost service, but thank somebody for speaking up. All right, market's open.
What's up, everybody?
Hello.
So are y'all worried about what's happening? I mean, you know, the market, if you look at our stock market, it's always, you got to put get a straight line, put it horizontal, and then make an S out of it. It's like a horizontal S. It's always going to have that S pattern. It's going to raise and lower. Right now is a good time to buy. You know, it's an opportunity to buy, but I wouldn't freak out and sell off, you know. And honestly, this is really what we need if we're going to, we got to allow the market to correct itself. We've allowed these corporations, automobile companies, you name it, to, you know, go to different countries. They, you know, them and Bill Clinton, the politicians convinced that, or the corporations convinced the politicians that we would work out, that it would work out if they allow it, you know, if we allowed them to skirt the tariffs. So they went over to Mexico and China where there was cheaper labor, got maximum profits there through cheaper labor, and then skirted any taxes on their goods by escaping tariffs through NAFTA. They're getting maximum profits here, folks. Maximum. And people don't want their shit. They start failing. We bail them out, or politicians do, like the automobile company. Remember, bail them motherfuckers out. And so we don't allow the free market to correct itself. No opportunities for, you know, other companies to come in and compete with them, maybe have cheaper goods, superior goods. We're getting crumbs here, getting cheaper goods with less and less quality. You know, and
why are we believing our politicians, bro? Doc, why are we believing our politicians? That's the problem.
Well, that's the problem, man, is that our elected, you know, the people we elect are a lot of times just big, you know, corporate individuals who are, you know, and that's the thing is when you allow the corporations to make the decisions, like I'm telling you, they definitely pushed for NAFTA. And I think Bill Clinton probably knew what was going to be the result. He didn't want to believe it. I'm sure they told him all the positives, you know, the money they'll bring to America. All these corporations can just make so much profits, which will just come into America. Meanwhile, they don't pay lots of taxes and they don't invest into America. They go where it's cheap as possible. So I think these politicians should have known this. You know, like we have, and now we're at a point where we have to bring our industry back. Because it's a national security issue. And folks, I'll tell you this also, like our goods are getting cheaper, and it's like the automobile companies, guys. I'm a certified plastic welder. I can weld any thermoplastic out there. And I know one thing, plastic does not like heat. It expands and contracts 10 to 15 times more, sometimes 50 times more than steel when it's experiencing hot and cold. And so what they're doing is they're filling our vehicles full of plastic and cheap aluminum from India and China. And so, for the first time ever, our reliability is going down. But do you notice anything getting cheaper? We got efficient light bulbs. We got efficient appliances. Do you notice anything getting cheaper? No. I don't. It's all a big fucking scam. So we can just, you know, make them profit. So I'm warning you, don't buy a new vehicle. I really wouldn't, unless you do a lot of research. They're putting critical parts that are heating up. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just saying that, man.
Arthur, why you laughing?
Up, man. Dollar Tree up. Wow. It's that's not the problem.
Hey, so. Oh,
wait, hold on. Say it again.
Shit.
I'm curious to know.
The issue with the quality, that's kind of our fault because we buy substandard. We will actually go buy a substandard quality product. When we shop by price and not by quality, it kind of cuts us off because it tells the companies we can go cheaper. We can make it cheaper. They don't care.
It's usually Western companies that actually put that order in, bro.
Can you blame them, though? Wait, hold on. Can you blame them on
No, that's what I'm saying.
Inflation?
No, we're telling
people are naturally going to pay for cheaper shit.
Yeah,
but also corporations, they want maximum profits, man. I don't buy that because
Western
Chevys are not known to be, in my opinion, they're not known to be like a shitty product. They used to be pretty good. My mom always bought a V8 half-ton Chevy, but now this year she bought a new Chevy and it had an inline 4 with a twin turbo that they told her had just as much power. Well, it might be a nice engine, but it's not a fucking V8, and I guarantee you that engine is at least $8,000 to $10,000 cheaper. But did that vehicle get any cheaper? No, it didn't. I'm telling you, man, like everything is getting cheaper around us with cost-cutting measures. Listen, man, you all smoke weed. I smoke weed, and when let me just make it simple. Let me make it simple for you, bro. When I used to buy weed at 15,
I know we smoke weed.
I love to get it. Hold on, listen to me, bro. Let me make it simple. Let me simplify it for you. So when I used to buy weed at 15, I fucking hated it because you're a 15-year-old kid, you know, and you get taken advantage of. If you could get lucky to find the weed dealer directly, you're going to get the full bag, the full 25 sack. But normally you got to go through a motherfucker who knows the guy because you're 15. He's going to pinch that bag, okay? Minor fee. If it goes through two fucking hands, which it sometimes did, that two motherfuckers are going to pinch that bag. You understand?
Yeah, stepping on it.
They're going to step on it. They're going to pinch on it, bro. And like, you understand? So it's very simple weed economics almost, where if we got a bunch of supply chains, a bunch of hands going through it, they're all going to need their fucking cut. I want to sell plastic, high-density polyethylene boats. That's what I'm striving for. And the only way to guarantee it's going to be as affordable as possible to the consumers, I'm doing direct-to-sales. And my mother at first was like, let's go through the Cabela's and find that. I said, no, because they're going to want their cut, and then so I have to take less money. They're going to want their cut, so it's going to cost more money to the consumers, and they might even fucking steal the design with the 2.0, which has happened to people. They'll cut you out of the manufacturer. So you got to be really fucking careful, bro. You understand? Yeah. You know, and so I'm dealing with flatback canoes, you know, but so I'm just telling you folks, like, it's pretty simple. We need to bring back our manufacturing and make this shit directly. I mean, we can't make everything, but most things we can make, and it will ultimately be of higher quality. It'll bring back jobs manufacturing and bring the cost down, you know, at least be a better quality product. Right?
Let me ask a question.
Okay.
I want to ask a question. If the prices didn't adjust downwards, but the pay became reflective or increased at an equal rate to the pricing, wouldn't that have the same?
Yeah, it would. And also, I think if quality went up too, people would be a little bit, you know, more justified, you know, higher, you know, more pay, like you said, and then better quality products that actually last long. Look, fucking furniture used to last forever, folks. Remember, you could get furniture that last. Now, comes from China, it fucking falls apart in 10 years. You know, so there's something fucked up here.
Wait. Doc, let me ask you a question. American-made products that were shit.
Wait. Let me ask you a question. So you think these corporations, right, are going to stop manufacturing for cheap labor and all of that stuff? You think they're going to do that? And you honestly think they're going to do that? And within 4 years, you're going to see a difference? That's what we're saying. Well, you think they're going to actually what? They're going to stop? Come on.
Well, if you look at what happened in Japan in the 80s, you know, they became the second largest economy through a protectionist policy. You can check it out, man. They were super huge. You know, they were making fucking vehicles, electronics, dirt bikes, you know. And it did take about 8 to 10 years. So between 5 and 10 years. So we would have to have J.D. Vance or somebody to take the mantle. If he doesn't, then, you know, we have a Democrat that changes the policies that won't work. We have to have someone to continue.
Okay, so you see my
these
point,
policies
right?
of tariffs.
So now you saying that, and then you think a Republican will come in next or whatever that's going to be in favor of what Trump is doing. To me, I think it's a big seesaw effect. That's what's happening. Somebody's gonna come in and do this, or we think the economy's gonna do this, and then they're gonna come back, change it. It will never be stable because there's two different parties trying to run the show. Well, it's actually one whole party, but
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But man, we're actually at a point where it's a national security issue, to where I don't think the Democrats ever knew what to actually do. You understand? I mean, but we got a businessman who knows what to do, and it has happened where, you know, if something is working for the country, Biden kept a lot of Donald Trump's tariffs, you know, because it was bringing a lot of revenue that he just couldn't take away. You know, a lot of executive orders that had proven effects have kept. And we got executive orders from Richard Nixon that have been held, for presidents back in the past because, it's a benefit to our country. So, and we're looking at a national security issue where China is literally overtaking us and purchasing power parity, which means that the Chinese people, their money goes farther. Their goods are cheaper. They're living a higher quality of life. Do you understand that? That's a scary fucking thing. That's bad. So what I'm saying is, buddy, is that we're in such dire straits for national security wise that I believe that some of these administrations, most of them, will continue this. It's because when you don't have the ability to produce enough pharmaceuticals if we had a mass, a war or a casualty event, like we have another virus or something, we don't make enough pharmaceuticals. We rely on China. We don't make enough ships. We don't have enough
You gotta understand it, right? This is why I said, to me, this is my opinion now. The whole thing is a one world corporation. China and India have become the manufacturers. The United States is the arms of it. You understand how this thing goes? They've become the man. This is how the whole one world system is going to be. Unfortunately, this is how I'm seeing it. Because I feel like it's too late. We should have done this 2008. We should have done this. I'm going to keep it real. If we want to go back, we shouldn't have taken gold out of our currency. Certain shit like that really fucked us up. And now we're just playing with monopoly money, trying to let's balance out the books. It's fake fucking money. Come on, man. All that. That's why I don't believe nothing. You don't believe nothing? How am I gonna believe something when we're playing with monopoly money? How? And then you got these fake ass politicians that all of them got IMBDs, they all took acting roles and everything. I'm supposed to believe them, this charmer, and the whole time they're working on behalf of bankers, corporations, and lobbyists, and whoever else, AIPAC, Israel, you name it. So what the fuck? That's why I hate when people talk like there's some hope or maybe this or maybe. Bro, wake up. That's all I gotta say, man.
There's always some hope, though, bro. But man, you got a lot of points there. But I think that there's hope. But listen, man.
Do you hope to pay your bills, Doc? Do you hope to pay your bills? Do you hope to take care of your kid, or do you just do it?
I just do it, man. But
come on, cuz I think Big Gregory said that. I'll never forget it. You better hope you pay your bills. Hope. But that's what Obama sold us on drugs, like dope. Yeah, Obama did that. Look where it got us.
Hope in one hand and crap in the other one to see which one fill up first.
Hey, Uncle, what you say?
Hope in one hand and crap in the other one to see which one fill up first.
Word. I like that.
Fill up or empty? Because you holding some crack in your head, them crackheads coming.
Yo.
No, he said crap.
Hey, good morning, everyone.
Oh. Hey, good morning.
Good morning,
guys. Oh, don't be. Come on. It's too early for me to take out my small violin for you this morning. But listen, I heard that despite all this, government's fighting or whatever on tariffs and all this other stuff, it's some sectors are still just business as usual, right? So I heard that there's going to be a $314 million funding that will go to Canada from DARPA to do for the quantum computing space. So it's quantum funding, it's research for in the quantum space for quantum computing. 314 million about to go out from DARPA DOD.
Mute up and go to Dr.
Yo, mute up. Who that? Smoking that gas. Go ahead.